big old offensive linemen.
Full leggings before the full leggings were popular.
Yeah, I don't.
And before they went out of popular again.
Now maybe those big fat offensive linemen don't get cold. I don't care.
So is Brady gonna come bring your glasses?
Last night they played the anthem, and we went on there and I told James, I said, it's quite ironic they played the anthem of the United States, and there's not 5 players total on that field from the United States.
Yeah.
All right, let's let them get the lineup and then we'll get started. Oh, Daniel's got the shift. Now he's good. Not sure what I can.
And
There
now,
we go.
for your Missouri Valley Vikings, number 2, Kendra Ramos. Number 3, Haley Enders. Number 4, Lucia Hudson. Number 5, Belen Lafuente. Number 6, Daniel Beluna. Number 7, Andrea Garcia. Michelle Lama. Number 10, Laif Bastuni. Number 12, Bree Dinworthy. Number 15, Kelsey Hughes.
Good evening and welcome back to Greg Mitchell Field, the second part of our doubleheader tonight, as the Viking women will take on Graceland in the first round of the Heart of America Conference Soccer Tournament. The men defeated Graceland last night 4-1. They will move on to play at Mid-America Nazarene on Tuesday night. The winner of this one will play on Wednesday. Vikings come in 11-4-3, 4-2-1 in the conference. They are the 3rd seed. The Yellow Jackets, the 6th seed, 10-5-1, 1-3-3. And James, when they played earlier in the year, it was a 1-1 tie.
Yeah, just like the men's game, I believe both of these teams scored in the first half and then just played the rest of the time tied. So, and not as many yellow cards in this one as the men's.
It was wild last night, and the Viking men won it by the score of 4-1. The standings to end the season: Benedictine is the number 1 seed. They were 5-2 in conference play. Avila number 2. So Valley will go to Avila if they win tonight. They'll go there Wednesday. Mid-America Nazarene was 3-2-2. Then Baker, Graceland, Central Methodist, and Culver Stockton, the 2 teams that did not make the tournament. So we're ready to go. The Vikings in white, the Yellow Jackets in the dark blue, and we're underway. Yellow Jackets giving off to Saskia Pena. Pena working to that right side. There's a triple team there. She still has control of it. Now the Vikings take charge, and it goes out. So it'll be a throw in for the Yellow Jackets right near the Viking bench, and that'll be Amy Mack, young lady out of Raytown. Just underway. Winner will play Wednesday night again at Avila. Headed out, and the Vikings will have possession. Kendra Clammer's out there. Haley, I didn't see, did Haley start tonight? Haley Ellis
yeah, she was out there.
She's
starting.
out there. Lucia Martin, Bella LaFuente, Danielle Panuna. Out there, Andrea Garcia, Offensive Player of the Year in the conference. Michelle Plowman, one of the top defenders. And Pizzini is out there as well. And in goal for the Vikings, Irana Sanchez. In goal for the Yellow Jackets, Stephanie Castano.
And these are the same keepers that played in net the first time these teams met up. And they both had 5 saves, giving up 1 goal, so similar on both ends.
It is an absolute gorgeous night for November. No complaints at all. We'll keep you updated on what's happening in that volleyball match tonight as well. Vikings lost the first set, 25-16 at Mid-America Nazareth in the first round of the Heart of America tournament tonight. Sydney Nolan sends it back for the Yellow Jackets. They'll go back and forth at midfield with it. And controlled by Hernandez Toca.
I just saw that the women fell in that second set 25-20, so they're down 2 sets to 0 at Mid-America trying to make another comeback.
Yeah, that'll be rough. But in there, losing 25-16, 25-20. So last Tuesday, that match went to 5, and the Vikings had the lead late, going to 15 in the 5th and couldn't hold on. And after they lost that, they lost all the tiebreakers, ended up 8th, and had to go back to Mid-America Nazarene tonight.
It just would have been one game they could have won out of those teams tied. Would have possibly put them to 4th, but definitely not 8th.
Yeah. All right, here come the Vikings. Trying to come in on the attack. Pizzini sends it over to the right side, trying to get it over there to Ennis. Now the Vikings will work it to Kenworthy. Brianna and Ennis both missing some time because of injuries, but they're both back tonight.
A couple weeks they had between games probably helped both of those players out. Were they able to come back and play in this one?
So here is Pizzini. She'll send it in. Knocked away by the Yellow Jackets. Monette Johnson on the far side. And it'll go out. We should just put a cot up in this booth. We've been here so much the last couple of weeks. LaFuente sends it in.
Good thing they didn't decide to put the men's game tonight as a doubleheader. That would have been another long, would have just been like homecoming.
Yeah. All right, men won last night. This is the end of a busy week. Monday night we had basketball. Tuesday night volleyball, Thursday night volleyball. Soccer last night, football this afternoon, and soccer this evening to wrap up a very busy week. And it's been a successful week for the Vikings. Yellow Jackets send it in. Well, the Viking defenders are back. Vikings trying to get it to Garcia. Yellow Jackets work their right side. That's Cindy Nolan. That midfield is knocked away from Nolan by Pizzini. And it'll be Yellow Jacket throw into midfield. No score. This one goes right off of Pizzini. Yellow Jackets send it in, but the Vikings are there defensively. Give it back to Plowman. Plowman now to Clammers. Clammers tries to get it up that left side to Kenworthy. She's bumped, taken away from her. Now off to Martin. Yellow Jackets. Hernandez Toca with it. They work up the left side to have something going here as they're going to send one in, but rolls quite weakly to Sanchez. And she'll handle that one. 39 minutes to go in the first half. No score. Winner moves on in conference play. Here come the Yellow Jackets again. On the move, knocked away by Kenworthy, or rather by Clammers. Quiet here tonight compared to what we had last night, James. Both sets of fans were up and cheering the entire match last night. It was fun.
Yeah, kind of nice that we can actually able to hear ourselves tonight compared to.
Amy Mack will throw it in. He gets it back to Pena. Pena. Tries to center it. Hernandez Toca can't come up with it. She battles with Martin. Yellow Jackets keeping it in, though, trying to keep the pressure on the Vikings. They'll send one in, and this is going to go wide right, handled by Sanchez. See men's wrestling coach Carl Murphy there. I think the ladies, they wrestled at McKendree yesterday, lost that duel. Now the Vikings will have possession. They lost that duel. The men's basketball team won last night in Cedar Rapids. They played this afternoon. We don't have that score yet. I'll try to check and get that score from our sports information department. Women won last night over Stevens College. And in cross country, the men won the conference cross country meet today. We'll talk about that in a little bit. This one goes all the way to midfield. And it goes out. Let's see if it'll be the possession for the Vikings. I think it will. Again, Missouri Valley men's cross country team won the Heart of America Conference meet. It was held in Marshall today at Indian Foothills Golf Course in Marshall. The women's cross country team finished 8th. Leading the Vikings men's team was freshman Philip Cherryout. He's from Kenya, placed second at 27 minutes, 8 seconds. Just 3 seconds behind the individual champion in the 8K race. Taking 6th overall was freshman Spencer Head. Finished in a time of 27:58, finishing back-to-back number 8 and 9 freshman Nolan Ryan and senior Ignacio Franco. Ryan finished a time of 28:17. Franco 27:20, rounding out the scores for MVC. Junior Kenneth Kippentek finished 12th. Chase Burgess 16th. And Willie was number 19. So congratulations to the men's cross-country team as they win the conference meet. It's held today in Marshall. Vikings as a team scored 37 points, defeating Central Methodist by 10. Conference championship means the Vikings men's cross-country team will qualify for the NAIA National Meet in Lawrence, Kansas, Rimrock Farm, November 23rd. So congratulations to the men. And also, head coach Nathan Christensen was named the Hack Men's Cross Country Coach of the Year for the 2013 season. On the women's side, Amanda Burr took 14th to lead the Vikings. So pretty good job by the Vikings today in cross country.
Yeah, and got high hopes if your two top finishers were both freshmen.
Yeah.
They can continue to win conference titles the next few years.
Here's a shot taken by Garcia from about 25 yards out. It goes wide to the left. So, Castano will bring it in. We're at the 35 left. Here's the shot taken by Garcia, as you can see on the live stream, and it went wide to the left side. Glad to have you with us, whether you're viewing, rooting for the Vikings or the Yellow Jackets. Throw in coming here for the Yellow Jackets. Winner moves on to play at Avila on Wednesday night. On the far side, Plowman sends it into the Yellow Jacket end. Now to Garcia. Garcia tries to send it ahead to Ennis. Ennis in the corner. Stop. Sends it back in. Kenworthy was there. Now Garcia sends one in. She slipped as she took the shot, went down on the turf, and that one weakly rolled into Castano. This one sent to midfield. It's headed back there by Clammers. Vikings with possession. They send it to midfield. Haven't had many shooting opportunities. Now here come the Yellow Jackets on the run. They'll center one. Look out. Shot is good. And the Yellow Jackets take the lead. You can see it coming.
I believe that was Pena that finished it off.
It was.
With great speed on that opposite side.
Oh, wow. Wow. She does a backflip. Impressive.
Quite a few backflips
Look
there.
at that. That was impressive. Good job by Pena as you could see it coming on the left side. They set it up in the middle, and Pena put it in the left upper corner, and it's 1-0 Graceland. Wow. But it was all set up on the play on the left side.
Yeah, I didn't see who it was going down the left side, but that was a lot of speed.
And Pena just did about 3 front flips and a back flip. I like that. The only way I would ever do that is if I fall on the ice. I won't get back up. 1-0, just like that, with 33 minutes to go in the first half. And it was an impressive goal by the Yellow Jackets. Well, the Vikings will have to come from behind tonight as they send this one deep. Plowman is over there. Plowman back. Sore's there as well. Here come the Yellow Jackets again. They center another one. It's loose in front, and Sanchez has to come out and grab it. Vikings really did not do a very good job of taking care of that in their own end. And Sanchez had to come out and dive for it.
I believe it was Courtney Cordilla that went down the last time. She might have had the assist earlier with that speed on the left side.
Yeah, boy, she really set it up. So the Vikings will put it in play. They'll send it down, head it away. And giving chase is Johnson in the corner. And she'll send it into Castano. 1-0, the Yellow Jackets with the lead. Castano sends it out, headed back in by the Vikings. They give it to Kenworthy, trying to go to Garcia, but knocked away by the Yellow Jackets. Now here comes Hebe, but the Yellow Jacket defense is there again. They'll send it up the left side. And this one is sent out by Plowman, so it'll be a throw-in for the Yellow Jackets on a beautiful March evening. Ball goes out right in front of Drew Hawkins, the Viking coach. That'll be a throw in for the Yellow Jackets. Mack will do that. Tosses it in. Garcia and Kenworthy on the break, knocked away by one of the Yellow Jackets. Good job defensively, but here come the Vikes. They want to give it to Hebe. Hebe sends it ahead to Kenworthy. Kenworthy now to Garcia. Garcia in the middle. Nice footwork. As she'll send it wide right, she slips and goes down again. She's having problems with the footing on this turf early on. Now it is Hernandez Toca with it. And the Yellow Jackets send it up, headed back by the Vikings. Pizzini is it over to the right side for LaFonte.
I just saw that the women's volleyball team lost that third set, 25-19, so that finishes their season.
What a great season, 24
I believe it was like 24-7.
But they lose in the first round of the conference tournament to the Mid-America Nazarene Pioneers. The Pioneers have now won 28 straight.
Was it 27 or 28 now?
It was 26 before the win the other night. And then they won that, and they won the first round. So that's including postseason, it's now 28 straight conference matches. That's pretty impressive.
And we've heard they got a great crowd that comes and supports that volleyball team, so no surprise if the crowd can get into it.
All right, well, here's Vikings down by 1. Kenworthy tries to get it to Garcia. But the Jackets playing some pretty good defense. Back to Garcia in the middle. Now they'll send it in. La Fuentes, off of Martin, rather. Now the Yellow Jackets trying to get it to midfield off the foot of Pena, who scored the goal. Clambers to Hebe. They'll send it down deep. And the Yellow Jackets get it to midfield. They lead it 1-0. Vikings working around midfield to Kenworthy. Kenworthy turns, good move, tries to bring it up the left side, and there's quite a bit of contact there. It's going to be a Viking possession as Kenworthy was grabbed. So Garcia will throw it in. Or rather, she's going to have the kick right by the Yellow Jacket bench. 28 minutes to go in the first half. 1-0, Graceland with the lead. There's Garcia, good strong right foot, sends it in. And the Yellow Jackets will clear it out to midfield. But kept in there by Plowman. Try to get it to Kenworthy. The Yellow Jackets again send it to midfield. Plowman comes up, tries to head that one away. Goes down to Panuna. And on the far side, Ennis keeps it in. Now it rolls down in toward the corner where the Yellow Jackets will play it from there. And here's the throw in. Garcia, that right corner, tries to keep it in and does. Brings it back out about 30 yards out. And this one is blocked. Shot taken there is blocked. And here come the Yellow Jackets on the run. Send it off to their left side. And there's a trip as Nolan was tripped by Plowman.
Plowman really didn't have much of a choice. Try to go sliding in, trying to get the ball, and just got most of the player instead.
Brooke Douglas will put it in play. 27 minutes to go in the first half. Douglas, this one is blocked by Kenworthy, and Kenworthy sends it to midfield, trying to get it to Garcia. Here comes Garcia, 1-on-3. Garcia right side, good footwork. Trying to get by the defender. She is unable to do so. Now the Yellow Jackets on the far side have possession. They'll send it in, and Plowman goes back, and Garcia comes out with the left foot and sends it toward the Viking bench. Now it'll go out. And it'll be a throw in for the Yellow Jackets. They have the only goal of the match. Really, the Vikings, James, they really haven't had a good shot on goal.
They had that one shot wide, and then Garcia slipped in the middle of the box trying to send one in.
Yellow Jackets working through a double team. Now Hebe sends it down. There's a whistle. Some of the Yellow Jacket fans are here. Had a good crew last night of Graceland fans. 25 minutes to go in the first half.
It's pretty much the opposite of last night, where the Vikings were able to control most of the possession now tonight. Graceland is.
Well, who's going to take this kick? It looks like it's going to be, is it going to be Nolan? Looks like Nolan. Sanchez in goal. Here's the kick by Nolan. And it's headed away by one of the Vikings plowmen.
Now
So
Douglas is heading over that far corner to take this one.
we have first corner kick of the match. From the far side. And she sends it in right in front, but the Yellow Jackets unable to do anything with it. She didn't send it in high, and she just tried to roll it in front, try to get something going there, and couldn't quite. No one could come up with it.
I think they tried to send it short towards Cordilla, but kind of gets out of her reach, so it rolled in the middle of nowhere.
So here's the throw in by the Yellow Jackets. And it goes out. It'll still be their possession. They lead it 1-0. The throw in. Vikings will send it back to midfield to Garcia. Well, but the Yellow Jacket defenders are back. They've done a real nice job so far in this first half. But here they come again. They use that speed to send it. Ooh. And Sanchez has to come out. Well, I'll tell you what, that young lady, and that is Cordia, I believe, Courtney Cordia. She is fast.
Yeah, we've seen about 3 or 4 times already she's used this speed.
And she definitely used her speed to set up that first goal. Vikings trying to get something going here. We're down to the 23-minute mark of the first half. And it's 1-0 Yellow Jackets. So this one back to about midfield. Back it comes to Garcia. Tries to get it to Kenworthy up the left side. Sent back all the way down. And Plowman with a header, but the Yellow Jackets keep the pressure on.
There's a Viking player down.
Down and see who that is. That might be Pizzini. I believe it is. So that's really our first stoppage in play. Soares will come in out of Soares.
Besides for that brief stoppage on the goal by Pena, this is the only thing that has stopped the clock.
Stoppage in play. Yellow Jackets up 1-0. That was Pizzini. And she's walking off now. Now she's walking and limping a little bit, but walking off on her own power. One 0. Yellow Jackets with the lead. 22 minutes to go here in the first half. As I mentioned, Soares checked in. Comes to throw in. And this one goes, try to center this one. Kenworthy has the right foot on it up to Garcia. They knock it away from Garcia. She tries to keep possession, and this one will go out. Batted back in by Drew Hawkins. So throw in coming for Valley here as they're down 1-0. Here come the Yellow Jackets again on the move. Heeb fighting for possession. She does get it. And sends it to the middle of Soares. It's blocked, and here come the Yellow Jackets. Vikings take it away. Now the other way. They give it off to Kenworthy. Kenworthy up the left side. 1-0's our score. Kenworthy into Garcia. Garcia keeps it alive in the left corner. Now stops. Comes back for it, and she is wrestled to the turf. No call. We play on. That was about as good as the tackle I saw in the football game today. All right, it'll be Graceland possession. 21 minutes to go. What a football game we saw this afternoon, huh? As the Vikings just dominated the Benedictine Ravens, winning 42-14. The Valley was ahead 35-0 at the end of the third quarter. 2 late touchdowns by Benedictine and a 67-yard pass to Jarrell Davis rounded out the fourth quarter scoring. The Vikings held the Ravens to 272 yards of offense, 7 yards rushing. So what a game. And Vikings themselves had 519 yards of offense, over 200 on the ground, 200 through the air. So just a really good performance by Valley today. Here's a shot. It's going to go wide right. Sanchez was over taking a look. 1-0 Yellow Jackets on this Saturday night. Sanchez with the left foot. Short, headed back by the Yellow Jackets. They'll send it up, trying to get it to Garcia, but the Yellow Jackets do a good job defensively. Now both teams sending it in from long range. Off to Garcia, tries to send one through to Ennis. Oh, sliding out of goal is Castano. It's still loose. Ennis can't come up with it, however. And now it's poked away by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Ennis was just a step too slow there. Otherwise, that would have gotten poked past and possibly could have tied this one up.
That was the Vikings, one of the best chances of the night, if not the best chance they've had tonight. 1-0 Yellow Jackets. Vikings send it in. We're under 20 minutes to go in the first half. Now the Yellow Jackets moving it up to their left. Circling around. With it was Ortiz. Chambi Ortiz. On the far side, Vikings looking to get possession in this 1-0 game. Now here's the centering pass, and there is a foul, I believe, called on the Vikings. How many yellow cards we have last night? 6?
Something in that area. I don't know. I don't have the stats with me from last night. Otherwise, we could.
All right, Graceland. Brooke Douglas on the far side will send this in play as the clock is stopped with, it's not stopped, 18:20 to go. Vikings trailing 1-0. So here comes Douglas, puts the foot to it, sends it to the middle, and now that's what they wanted to do, and they send a shot and it's blocked. Well, that's what the Vikings had to guard against, and they did a nice job of it. So we throw in for the Yellow Jackets, a deep throw in. It's headed out in front, giving chase, and knocked away by the Vikings. Good job. Giving chase there was Ortiz. Now the ball midfield, handled by Garcia. She leaves it off to the right side. We'll send it in, trying to get to Kenworthy, and Kenworthy can't get down there in time as Castano again comes out of goal. Now this one's knocked out by Hebe, right at midfield. It'll be possession to the Yellow Jackets. They lead at 1-0. 17 minutes to go in the first half. The throw in by Amy Mack. They keep it alive. Now ahead to Soares. Soares will send it down. In front of the Yellow Jacket bench, Kenworthy keeps it in play up that left side. Now to Kenworthy off to Garcia. She can't. She loses it off her right foot. And the Yellow Jackets bring it the other way. Now Hebe at midfield sends it back. Off to Martine. Martine fires it deep. Then it goes all the way to Castano. 16 minutes to go in the first half. Castano sends it about midfield. Battle for it there. Martine sends it off to the right side to Lafuentes. This will go out on the far side. Back and forth we go. There's been a lot of shots on goal here in this first half. Take a look at some of the numbers for you as far as these two teams are concerned. The Yellow Jackets have, it's like 40 goals and 24 assists. The Vikings just 31 goals on the year and 24 assists. Ball comes back to Kenworthy, to Hebe, and now whistle stops play at the 15-minute mark of the first half. The Yellow Jackets with possession. Send this one in. It's headed by Pena. She again is the only goal scorer in this match to this point in time. Montalvo Castillo. Here come the Yellow Jackets again. They try to get one inside and it's knocked away. They work that left side. Maybe a throw in for the Yellow Jackets. As they work it on the far side, it goes out, I believe, possession to Valley. So the Vikings get to throw in. They're down 1-0, and they really haven't had that many good chances. Now here's Kenworthy trying to get by the defense. Ennis on the far side. But it's knocked away by the Yellow Jackets. James, the Yellow Jackets playing some pretty good D right now.
They are, and you would think it could continue. Vikings haven't had many opportunities. Might not have many to begin with.
Madison Dean checks in. And she's going to replace, I believe, Soares. No, she's going to replace Panuna. Dean in for Panuna. So it'll be a throw in for the Vikings. As time ticking away in the first half, 13 minutes to go. 1-0. Glasgow, the Yellow Jackets of Graceland with the lead. Glasgow's a small community around here that's also the Yellow Jackets. But they're not playing tonight. Vikings trying to tie this up as we wind down this first half. This one's about 45 yards out, sent in, and the Yellow Jackets are there. Vikings will keep it in on the far side. I sent it down into that corner. It's headed away. The Yellow Jackets have really played well in this first half. They'll send it across for Nolan. And she battles with Hebe for possession of it. Now to Kenworthy. Kenworthy turns. Tries to head up field. Instead goes back to the middle of Clammers. Clammers to Martine. Now Garcia trying to run this one down on the right side. And there's a collision. And they're going to whistle offside on Garcia.
Yeah, I'm not sure if they're calling offsides or if they're calling Garcia for that little shoulder she threw.
They may have. No, she did. She kind of tried to get around her, kind of threw the shoulder in there. Yeah, we can see. You can see it on the replay. So we're down to 11-19 and counting here in the half. Battle for possession. Ennis is over there. And a couple of the Yellow Jackets. Now this one is set out. It'll be Viking possession. That goal came in a hurry. And that's been it. I send this one deep into the Viking. Then Plowman gives chase.
Goal wasn't as quick as what the men did to start that second half last night. Where it was like 20 seconds in
20 seconds, something like that. They got that goal, and that was huge. And then the Yellow Jackets came right back and got one.
Yeah, about 5 minutes later or so.
But then the Vikings tacked on 2 more. Winding down to the 10-minute mark of the first half. 1-0. Lorana Sanchez in goal.
Riley Kerrs checking in for the first time tonight.
Riley started some matches when Brianna Kenworthy and Ennis were out.
It looks like it's Ennis coming off.
So Ennis checks out. And Riley Kerr to replace her.
Kerr did a nice job in the time that she was able to start, or even just coming off the bench.
Yeah. A real nice job. She had several goals, didn't she, coming off the bench?
She had 4 goals on the season. 4 goals and 2 assists on the season.
And I think most of those were those few games that she was able to start. So here's a throw-in for the Vikings. Getting late here in the first half, 1-0. Garcia whiffed on it. She tried to send it in toward Kenworthy. The throw in for Valley. Send it in, and this one goes out. So for the third time, the throw in. Now the Yellow Jackets send it down. There's a trip, and they're going to whistle it. So it'll be possession to the Yellow Jackets. 8:24 to go in the half. 1-0. Graceland with the lead. Again, our volleyball team lost at Mid-American Nazarene in 3 sets tonight. Kidd will check in for Valley. Next opportunity. Just not a whole lot of offense. Kerr off to Garcia. Garcia works up that far side. Now brings it back to the middle. Leaves it for Martine. She'll send it in. And one of the Vikings goes down. Some contact there. Maybe Martine over there, it looks like. No, excuse me, it wasn't Martine, that was Soares. 7:27 first half. James will have the second half for you tonight. Ready to come in for the Yellow Jackets is Gonzalez. Here's one sent in, and Castano leap, couldn't come up with it, but it went over her head and out, and one of the Yellow Jacket players is down.
They said it was deflected, that it will be a Viking corner kick, though. That might have been the Vikings' best chance of the night on that just cross in from 45 yards out.
And let's hope this young lady, I don't know who it is not hurt. Let's see what happened here. We look watching our replay on a live stream. I don't know if she ran into one of the Vikings. Now they're going to help her up now. And I think that is Pena, isn't it? I believe that's Pena. She's up and all right. At least she's going to stay in. So here comes a corner kick for Valley. With 6:58 to go, clock is stopped.
It looks like they wanted to get these substitutions in, being the Vikings corner kick here.
Ready to come in will be Gonzalez for the Yellow Jackets and Kidd for Valley. And now they are going to come in. Kidd has some speed. She adds that dimension to the Viking lineup.
Yeah, it looks like it was Suarez coming out.
Yep. All right, here comes the corner kick. We're back to action, and it is out in front, knocked away, and a whistle.
And I'm not sure if it was just a foul or a handball or something inside on the Vikings.
It's going to be possession to the Yellow Jackets. So, Castano sends it in to about midfield, handled there by Pena. Working up that left side, trying to get it to Johnson. And the Vikings bring it right back. They just have not been able to get it to Garcia in the middle. Not enough anyway. Now another whistle. La Fuentes, I think, will be called.
And the fans didn't seem like that one. It's a much quieter crowd, you could say, from last night. Even this afternoon was a loud.
Yeah, loud this afternoon during the football game from the opening kickoff. A huge crowd here today, and the Vikings took care of Benedictine 45-14. 42-15. 42-14. What was the score?
42-14.
Thank you. 42-14. 5 rushing touchdowns and a 67-yard pass.
It's been a long week.
Yes. Try to find out if the Viking men basketball team won. They played St. Ambrose this afternoon, still trying to remain undefeated. They're 3-0 going into the game today. Here comes the corner kick, and the Viking defenders are there. It's still loose in front, and whistle. Viking possession. We're down to under 5 minutes now.
Looks like they might have said Sanka's had possession of it long enough before it got knocked out of her hands, so they're just going to give Vikings the ball.
Send this one out. And they battle for possession. Clamors and Pena battle for it. Now the Yellow Jackets have it. They'll send it in. And giving chase is La Fuentes. And it'll go out on the far side. Viking possession. Can't complain about the weather tonight. A beautiful night in November. See if Valley can make a run here. Kidd off to Clamors. They'll send it, try to get it to Kenworthy, knocked away. Vikings stay on side. Now Clambers to Garcia. Garcia in the middle of Kenworthy. Kenworthy sends it to Kidd. It goes by her and out. Trying to get it to Kidd on that left side. Turned her around, and she couldn't do anything with it. 3:35 left. Now the throw in. Well, this one sent down the right side, and it's going to go out. So throw in for Hebe. Headed away by the Yellow Jackets. Hebe. So now her right foot. Now to Martine, off to Garcia. Garcia to Kidd. Kidd tries to get through the defense. It's knocked away. But Martine maintains possession. Now sends it in. That's headed away. And Martine goes after it. Will send it back in, trying to get it to Kenworthy. We're down to 2:48 to go in the half. Vikings will have possession.
Well, the third free kick from about the same exact spot Vikings have had tonight.
About 40 yards out, 42 yards out. Send it in, and it's headed in front. Clambers gets to it. Now it's knocked away. Vikings will keep it in. This one is blocked. Plowman sends it in, and it goes right to Castano. Time is running out here in the first half. Castano sends it to midfield with 2 minutes remaining. Off to Martine. And it's going to be...
That came up and got her in the hand.
Yep. So it's going to be possession to the Yellow Jackets. Fernandez Stoka leaves it. Midfield. And they'll send this one in. Vikings back to head it away. Now to Garcia. Garcia still in their own end of the field. Clambers working through a couple of defenders. Gets by Pena. Now it's just blocked. Clambers slides to get to that one. Pena tries to come up with it. And now it is Nolan. Sends it out to midfield. Sends this one in. And giving chase was Gonzalez. But it goes to Sanchez. A minute to go in the first half. We'll take a break at the half for you. James will have the second half of this conference opening tournament match between Graceland and Valley. Headed away at the last moment as they tried to get it up to Riley Kerr on that right side. The Yellow Jackets headed back in, knocked away by Martine. As they battle for possession on the far side. Now Garcia. It'll be a throw in for the Yellow Jackets. We're down to 30 seconds. The men will play Tuesday night at Olathe. The Vikings lost 88-84 to St. Ambrose. Boy, good game. St. Ambrose, pretty good team. So it's 88-84. First loss of the year for the Vikings. As they lose this afternoon to St. Ambrose, 88-84, they're 3-1. And they'll be at home against Ottawa, I believe, on Tuesday night. We'll have that game for you. Well, that's the end of the first half. 1-0, the goal by Pena. So we'll take a break, and we'll come back. James will call the second half. Vikings need a goal to tie a couple to take the lead in the second half. We'll be back in about 15 minutes.